Okay. Um, Hello, everyone, back for round one. Now, our hand is interesting because we know we have 18 lands in our deck. Our hand is all 4 and 5 drops. We have Skywise Teachings, which is nice, but we don't have any early interaction. We have to draw multiple lands of a specific type to stay in the game. I'm going to mulligan. If one of these was an island, I'd probably keep it, but I'm going to mulligan. I'm going to keep this one. We have early interaction if we draw a land. And if we draw any land, we can still play this turn 4, so I don't want to go to 5 either, so we'll keep this one. And plus we're on the draw, and we have 18 lands, so there's a good chance we'll hit that island. Or maybe the blue-white, whatever it is, Tranquil Cove. Also, if I draw an island before turn 2, I'm probably not going to cast Anticipate. I'm probably going to hold it for Shuyun. We'll see. Alright, our opponent's taking his time. Now our opponent's back. Nice. Alright. So our game plan is to go turn 3 Shuyun, turn 4 attack in with Anticipate, Prowess, Double Strike backup. So that's our current plan. And then if he doesn't take the bait, which he probably won't, we'll play Abzan Sky Captain. It's tempting to Anticipate now, but I don't think that's the best use of it. Alright, so we have a clock. That's okay. We'll just take the 4 here. The 4 here. It's gonna suck, but we'll do it. Hopefully, it doesn't bolster onto it. Oh man! Get Rex Shuyun. Okay. Okay. I see what you're doing there. I see what you did. I see that you like your enchantments. Pacify that. Stop the bleeding. And that's effectively 2 for 1. I think we'll soul summons here. Okay. 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 Let's get the Sky Captain on the board. See, he has to bolster twice in order to put a bolster onto his Colossus Yearling. It doesn't help him. I'll probably bring in negates against this guy because he's got a lot of enchantments. And could have a lot of targets to counter. Oh, I see. Well, we've got no cards in hand. Let's block with the Abzan Sky Captain. Bolster onto this thing. And we have 4/4. Okay, that buys us some time. Question is, do I want to dig with Anticipate for an island? It's being a little greedy, I think. So we'll just we'll try and slowly get him now. I mean, he's got nothing left at all. So if we can draw pacifism or during victory, we'll be in good shape. Silk wrap would even be fine. But we need some time. So maybe I can afford to take 4 here. My opponent taking so long made me change my mind. And so I took off my F6. So what we're gonna do instead, during the second main phase, we're gonna write into being. I think that's actually better. I think it's a better line of play. Because then we can still choose breath next turn. We need to. Then we can start applying a little bit of pressure. Okay, we'll pause and see what he does when he comes back in a second. Okay, we're back. Yeah. So, yeah, my decision to change my play, I think, is the correct one. Alright, well, let's manifest this guy, and we'll put this on top because we need lands. So now we can have 6, and we can have 6 here too. So he's probably going to tap and bolster. That's probably my guess. Tap 4/4, tap 4/4/6. You can always bolster in a turn. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm surprised why he didn't. I wonder why he didn't attack. Well, it's good for us. Because that buys us time. That's what we wanted. Which is cool. Okay. Bolster 1. Now you have a 1/3. Let's tap that thing down. Then when it rebounds, we can tap something else. Doomcaster. Interesting. Curious what he's doing. You want a double bolster? Pacifying the Lightwalker really messed him up. Otherwise, he'd be off to races with a humongous creature we wouldn't be able to deal with right now. Curious what he's thinking about. We don't have any really fancy plays, unfortunately. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna flip over the spell fist with rebound trigger on the stack, so it gets a free pump, I guess. And I don't know. We're gonna start trying to take a more aggressive stance in this game because we're technically ahead in cards. And we have Anticipate the Dig. We have a decent sized creature that he can't interact with. We just got to find a way to deal with that yearling permanently. Okay. That's what he was thinking about, huh? Let's flip it up. So he'll probably tap this down with this. Fine. Attacking for 4. And we definitely just target the better creature. Always shield. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. True land, which is good. That's what we wanted to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think. Well, all right. Let's go to combat. He taps down the manifest. Yep. Get him for the 2 because it's free. And yeah, this is our free turn, so let's go ahead and spend the time morphing. If we draw a land, then we have a threat. We have a really good threat. He gets to bolster into his kin guard, I guess, if he wants to. Hey, maybe we'll draw Skyway's Teachings. That'd be pretty nice. We can make a 2/2. That's 8 mana 2/2 right there. It's profit. Let's see what he's doing here. Alright, played a morph. Good. I guess. It's a morph creature. Alright, let's see what we get. And we are rewarded. So let's just let's megamorph this damn thing up. And interesting. I'm trying to think if I want to attack for 4 here. Yeah, because that's actually great. Attack for 4 here is a good idea. We go to 17. Okay, tap down my manifest creature. It's fine. We'll take a good chunk back. That's okay. We can take 7, 8, 9. Not enough to kill us, and we're starting to put the screws to him a little bit. $17 is not a low life total. It's a pretty decent one. So yeah, he has 7, at least 8, 9 damage. 10 damage. He's 10 damage. Then next turn we anticipate and see what we can draw. Maybe if we draw some kind of removal spell, we'll attack, but most likely we're going to hold back. It's probably the plan. See, this problem with Echoes of the Kintry is, again, it's like a permanent pump, right? But it's so mana intensive, and this format is really mana intensive. It's kind of tough. Yeah, another thing that's a problem is if he attacks all in and taps our guy down to do that, then we're completely shields up next turn. But I mean, might be what he does. He might have a big morph creature too. He's got 5 mana. Let's draw a card. He could have Elite Scale Guard. Oh man, it's pretty dirty. That's not good. That's bad news. Oh man, jeez, that's not good at all. Yep, yep. We're probably gonna lose. There's no way around that card. Not in our deck, not in our position. This might be a good deck where we want to bring in the black, the flatten. Man, did not work out as anticipated. Let's see what we can dig into. Oh, how much damage does that deal? Deal 6, 7, 8, 9. You give him 9, put him at 8. Then he just kills us. Silk Wrap gets rid of the tapper, but he basically already has a tapper. But you're not going to be able to tap one thing. Are we still dead, though? Because look at... So, Silk Wrap can get rid of the tapper. Or it'd probably make more sense to get rid of the morph. So we Silk Wrap the morph. We can tap down our biggest guy, which would be the 4/4. Or he can attack with the 1/3 and tap down a dragon, which would suck. We could also attack with the dragon, go to 9. This is tough. I think it has to be Silk Wrap because I don't think Great Teacher's Decree does anything. Pretty sure we just lose. Yeah, there's no way we can know enough. Yeah, so I think I Silk Wrap the morph, get rid of the morph. He's only got 5. So let's count it up. So we have 3, 4, 5 here. So I think we have to attack with the dragon to gain 4 life, go to 9. So we go to 9. Then he can tap this thing down. And we have a chump blocker. So we can chump the 3/3. So we take 4, 5, 6. We take 6, and we're good 3. So it buys us another turn. And we still have the dragon. So I think that's what we want to do. Do this, bottom. Silk Wrap. Let's get rid of the morph creature. Watch, I'll be able to flip it up somehow. That was a Guardian Shield Bearer. Okay. So we have to attack here. Because otherwise we'll just attack with this and tap this down, and then we take just enough to lose. So do this. We'll go to 9. 13. And we'll pass. Bluff something. I'm not exactly sure how we get out of this. Enduring Victory would go a long way. He can do 2 bolsters. So I guess we just lose anyway. Yeah, let's see if he sees it. There's nothing we can. I just realized that he can do 2 bolsters and we just lose because the Scale Guard triggers off of everyone. So, man, Scale Guard plus counters is a good combo. Yep. I guess that was still our best line of play because he might not have realized that, but I guess not. Or we could have gotten distracted, so we'll just go ahead and concede and go to the next game. So, alright, so let's sideboard. So he's green-white. Alright. Looking at here, so I don't think we want Great Teacher's Decree in this deck. What else can we take out? Like, he had like a big bunch of beefy creatures, right? So if we were to take those out and add in the 3 flattens, how bad is our mana? We take this and put these here. And then let's just take all the lands out, except for that one. possible that that's enough for the flattens. It's also possible it's not enough. Yeah, it's too much effort for not enough reward. So let's go and take this back out. The spell fists seem very clunky. Let's take them off for right now. I like the idea of Doomcaster. I like the idea of Resupply. I like the idea of the Charger. This puts us at 21 cards. I think Soul Summons Reteacher's Creek can probably stay in. Okay, one more card. Negate. Just one negate. Oh wait, this is one card here. Let's do this. Let's do the resupply. All right, let's try it. Maybe we'll get a little better deck this time. Who knows? This hand is great. We're going to keep this. I'm most likely going to turn 2 Soul Summons. Turn 3, hopefully, more Shield High Dragon. Turn 4, Citadel Siege, GG. Maybe. Yeah. Aww. It got wrote into being. Oh, got summoned. It's right into being, got summoned by the soul. So if we draw land, we're in incredibly great shape. He might have sided in some enchantment removal because he saw pacifism, which would be obnoxious, but whatever. Alright, that was kind of a dead turn for him. Cast face down, 1, 2, 3. I'm getting there with this guy, get a little aggressive. Yeah, if we 6 Citadel Siege and get the trigger even once, it's still ridiculous. Not broken, but it's really good. Okay, so hopefully we draw land. No. Let's anticipate here, because we really want to hit a land. Oh, Skyway's Teachings. How desperately I want you, but I can't. So put this on the bottom, bottom. Play this. We're gonna pacify this. I'm gonna attack him for 4. That way he doesn't really have a any way to deal with that in particular. Hopefully he's gonna have to play another creature or just keep taking 4. So that minimizes the possibility of Citadel Siege getting destroyed for no reason. Okay. So I'm not gonna play Citadel Siege here. I think he might have Natural Eyes. I feel like he's trying to get me. What's he got? Return to the Earth. Called it. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Clear your blocker. So, Enduring Victory him. Sucks we had to use 2 real spells on that, but whatever. Bolster on this dragon. He takes 3. We can be kind of a little loose with our removal because we have so much of it. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Play this, and we'll play this, and hope he doesn't have actual Natural Eyes. We want, what is it, Cons? Cons. We're just going to target this 5/5. And sure, we'll attack. Well, we'll hold this guy back. We can make him into a beefy threat next turn. We'll attack with a 5/5. It's probably game over from here. I don't see him coming back from this. I mean, yeah, he's got a few turns, but not very many. Because especially if we draw a land, then we just flip over Shield High Dragon, and it's just we have a 3 kill him in the air. Unless he has Return to the Earth, which is possible. He's already shown us that he has that card. All right, cool. We'll take the 5. So yeah, so we're just gonna go to combat, and we're gonna make this to a 7/7 and attack him. He can block, but he can't regenerate, and we have negate, which is really funny. All right, Citadel Siege gets there. Now that you've seen that Citadel Siege, I'm siding the other negate because he's gonna play right. He's gonna be like, listen, let's side 3 supply. We don't need that. Let's just go turn 4 Citadel Siege every game. How about that? Maybe Soul Summon should come back in. Who's another early guy? And let's trim out 1 land. Watch, we're gonna get stuck on 4 lands, but I think it's fine. Ooh, it's happening. We're keeping. So we get to go turn 3 Charger, turn 4 Skyway's Teachings with ways to protect it. If we have an island, or if we do a plains, then we can play Pacifism on turn 2. Maybe. Probably not, but I won't pacify that. That is unnecessary to pacify. Well, if he plays something threatening, that's a... If he plays that Echoes of the Kin Tree, I'm going to negate it, so... Nope. Just a Calucitor and Yearlin. I'm fine with letting him hit me a couple times with that thing. That's okay. Because he's also going to tie up mana, tapping it down with Remote Dreamcaster, I bet, which would be good. So, if we get to untap with Skyway's Teachings, we'll be in really good shape. Because we can pacify and trigger that next turn, or we can negate and trigger if need be. So, he's going to save his Return to the Earth for Citadel Siege. He's not going to use it on this. What do we have here? Another Morph. Oh, jeez. That's okay. We're going to probably pacify that. Oh, sigh. Yeah, let's pacify it. I wanted to play Skyway's Teachings this turn, but that forced him to play another creature. We do have Negate up, which is good. I mean, keep Contradict up. So he plays like something that does something and cool. Alright, he's just got a Morph creature, which is fine. The main reason I pacified the Yearling is because it was 2 for 1. Wouldn't that be fancy? I think it's probably better to do this. Nah. What you got? Another Abzan Rune Mark? Come on. Play another Abzan Rune Mark on your Morph. Oh, that'd be so dirty. It'd be so good. Oh no! The one turn he could have destroyed it. Oh, he's destroying the pacifism? He doesn't know how this deck works, does he? Not very smart. Unless he's got Abzan advantage too, which would be kind of annoying. Alright, so we take 7, go to 9. Which is not great, I will admit. Okay, so we're going to pacify that again. Blue. Yes. We get a 2/2. We attack him back for 2. Well, might be a tad aggressive. Let's not do that. I would like to draw a land. That would be nice. Because then we can keep up, because then we can, oh, can't really do much, actually. It'd still be nice to draw land. I mean, I already have a double negate. But it'd be nice to have a negate to get a trigger, and then another negate. I don't know. It'd be nice to go land, so I can go right into being with negate back up. I'm probably not going to... Man, Inox Survivalist. He chose the wrong target. So he's really thinking, too. Most likely... I mean, you can tap the Morph down with the Dunecaster, but I'm just going to trade this Monk off for your Survivalist or Trick in his hand, which is basically card advantage at that point, so I'm cool with that. And so, I mean, it'd be great to kill the Survivalist, but if he's got Trick and he can save it like a Artful Maneuver or the Trample thing, what am I going to do? He's going to Abzan Rune Mark that. Oh, jeez. He's going to tap down the 5, the 2/2. And he's going to threaten to deal us 5. We don't have another pacifism. I think I have to take this. As unfortunate as that seems, I can't afford to. I need the creatures to block it and try and kill it next turn. Alright, so that's good. So we need to do right in the being. 1, 2, 3. We have to decide before we see, and I'm not going to do it because I want to keep up negate. Alright, so we'll manifest him. We'll put this on top so we can draw land. So that's good. Now, if he doesn't give us any reason to negate, we can flip Shuyu and end the turn, which would be nice. We can double block here. Should be good. If we double block and he tries to get tricky, we can negate it, so we can save ourselves from a blowout. We have 3 blockers, which is good. So it means we can still block it and trade. I mean, Shuyun's nice, but I'm more willing to double block with my 2 things if I have to and kill it. So, whatever. I don't care. Maybe he'll tap the Manifest and we can block the Morph with the Monk. Because, I mean, what this guy turns into, what, a 4/5? I mean, it's a clean trade with that, but we'll just tap it down every turn, so it won't do anything. So what does he have? Oh, we can just negate that. Nope, can't pay it, sorry. Sorry, Skywise Teachings, I'm trying so hard to make creatures out of you. Alright, so if we draw, so we're going to have up Contradict plus trigger off Skywise Teachings next turn, which is good. Now, he can't really attack. If he wants to attack with the Onyx Survivalist, which I mean, I wouldn't in his position, I'd force the trade. I'll double block. Yeah, so let's see. He doesn't have any threats right now. We're gonna counter anything he plays. He could have another removal spell. We can counter it. So we'll just double block and we'll save the Shuyun because it has the highest value here. So we traded his two cards for our 2 cards. We've gotten rid of 2 of his enchantment removal effects. He still has 3 cards in his hand. I think we're doing fine where we are. I think we're okay. We're pretty much going to counter anything he plays. If he doesn't advance the board at all, then we get to flip up Shuyun, and then we get to start like attacking him. As a matter of fact, though, if he just plays like a non-creature spell, I'll probably just negate that because it's rarer to actually have one of those to counter. But it depends on what it is. If it's like Return to the Earth on the pacifism, I'm going to negate it, probably. Because then we can still flip up Shuyun and trigger Skyward Siege and get a creature, and so I don't think he has. He'd have to have like double enchantment removal, and he probably didn't. Nobody picks that stuff very high. You end up with a couple on your board most of the times. So he probably wasn't like, oh yeah, high pick this naturalize, high pick this Abzan advantage, high pick. You just like you're like, oh, I get it from my board. That's nice. And that's about it. You really don't usually have to deal with it. All right, what's he got here? That is getting contradicted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pay 2 for that. Yes. Get 2/2. Counter your spell, draw a card, get a flyer. Alright, let's see here. I want to keep up negate. So I have 7 mana. So I could. Interesting. I can make 2 creatures right now, which is important. That'd be good. So let's do that. Keep up negate. So 1, 2, and I will pay the 2. 2. Yes. I think it's safe to attack in for 4 here. And what did we manifest? Another Soul Summons. Interesting. Alright, so anyway. I could have played the Abzan Sky Captain, but I felt like making 2 creatures was better than making just 1. So we'll attack with these 2. He'll probably take the 4, which is fine. Puts him at 14. We can only counter one of his threats, or one of his cards, and if it's a creature, we can't do anything about it. So that's kind of why I wanted to get more creatures on the board, so that we can still keep up pressure, but hold back blockers at the same time. So that's where we are. So we still have a negate. He's probably not going to assume we have another counter spell, because we already countered 2 things. But we do. So, whatever. It would have been nice if we had another land in play, because we could counter spell, make another guy. But for right now, I think we're doing okay. See, this is why this card's not very good, because he can't pressure me at all without doing something to it. And most likely, it depends on what he plays, but if he's like, pacifism your thing, I'll shrug and let him do it. I don't care. Pacifism doesn't affect, I don't care. I'm fine. He has no pressure on me right now. But if he's like, destroy the pacifism on my Colossus Yearling somehow, like some way, then I will definitely counter that. If he plays something that I don't even know if he could play that I would want to counter at this point. Beyond that, I can't counter creatures clearly, but I kind of just keep the negate up. It's not a bad idea. I can counter like Enduring Victory, which would give him like a creature that he can start attacking us with because we're at 4. But I might not even do that. So there's a good possibility it's going to go to end of turn. He's not going to play anything, and then we can flip up Shuyun and have that active, because we haven't had a chance to spend mana on that yet. Although that's not very safe, because he could have an enchant removal spell, and then Shuyun's kind of not that great at that point, because we don't have any ways to trigger it beyond the negate. So maybe we just go to end of turn and don't flip up Shuyun. Maybe it's a little safer that way. And our opponent is about to time out. Oh, alright, see what he's got here. What do you have? Revoke command? That'd be ridiculous. I'd counter that. 3. It's a morph creature. 4. Okay. I can't do anything about that. And he's tapped enough mana where I feel comfortable flipping up Shuyun. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Let's hold these two back. Well, we gotta attack him in the air. Attack him for 4. Doesn't matter. So we get to keep up in the gate. We can still trade with his kin guard. He can't do any tricks on the kin guard. And if we block, let's say we block, I think I'm gonna offer to trade with Shuyun. Like, I don't think we need that because we're kind of getting him in the air. Plus, I'm gonna get 2 tokens next turn because I'm gonna pay 2 for have the Skyway's Teachings. So we're gonna kind of have like a nice Air Force going. So we'll have Ojutai Summons token and a Skyway's Teachings token. So, yeah, having up the negate's good. I'm glad I have that still because it makes it so he can't like get out of it. You know, he can't like double pump or some nonsense. So I'm gonna go ahead and offer the trade with the Shuyun. If he wants to trade with it, cool. I'll trade straight up. He gains 3 life, goes to 13. Whatever. I have a feeling he's got a trick, which I'll counter. We're gonna negate that, and kind of a shame because I don't. I don't know what that means, but he seems pretty angry. EOS Thesa FDS. I don't know what that means at all. All right, so he gives a 13. Now we're shields down finally, which sucks. All right, he's got a morph creature. That's cool. Cast that. 1, 2. Yes. Get him for 6 in the air. We have Enduring Victory. Oh man, I'm pretty sure we're in good shape. If he straight attacks, I'll probably Enduring Victory it to see if I can kill it. Oh, you know what? I'll block with the Manifest first because there's only so many things he can do. And it looks like we won. All right, we got a match of Skyway's Teachings. Oh, that's so good. All right, we'll be back for round 2.